Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11th biology once again. I hope you all are safe and stay home. Children, in a previous videos, we were discussing about chapter number 3, that is plant kingdom. And in this chapter, we have discussed about Thallophyta, that is algae, bryophytes. Now, in this video, we will cover the third part, that is Pteridophytes or Pteridophyta. Okay, the P is silent here, so it is Pteridophyte. Okay, it is the first land plant. This plant have some economic importance because this plant is used as ornamental. This plant also used for medical purposes. Okay, the plants, they have vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. So some special features have in pteridophytes as compared to the algae and bryophytes. Okay, so let's start about pteridophytes. See, the pteridophytes are first land plants. They are used for medical purpose, for ornament also, and they can grow easily in the soil. That's why we can say that it is terrestrial plant. Okay, habitat, that is terrestrial habitat, and the condition that support the growth of the pteridophytes are cool, damp and shady places. Pteridophytes possesses vascular tissues, that is xylem and phloem. These vascular tissue doesn't have in bryophytes and thallophyta. So the vascular tissue that are found in pteridophytes, and the function of vascular tissue, that is transport of food and water. Okay, in pteridophytes the main plant body is sporophytes. Okay, the main plant body in pteridophytes, that is sporophytes. Sporophytes, that is 2N here, diploid stage. The body is differentiated into true roots, stems and leaves. Okay, we can easily determine it is root, it is leaf or it is stem. We cannot differentiate into root, stem and leaves in thallophyta. So in pteridophytes we can easily differentiate. Okay, leaves of the plant may be of two types, small and large. If leaf are small, then it is known as microphyles. Okay, and when it is large, it is known as macrophyles. Okay, so the macrophyles, the leaves, they bear sporangia and they carry spores. Okay, the sporangia produce spores by meiosis. Meiosis is cell division that takes place in sporangia, and after that the spores are released, microspores and megaspores. The microspore contain the male gamete and megaspores contain the female gamete. Okay, so the spores germinate to form gametophyte, male gametophyte and female gametophyte. Okay, here the picture that is of pteridophytes. This kind of plant that is known as the pteridophytes. Okay, they grow in land easily, so that's why we can say that the habitat is terrestrial. Okay, next, that is for fertilization they need water. Means the male gamete antheridium and the female gamete archegonia, okay, they come in contact with each other and water act as a medium. Okay, so for fertilization water is necessary. Gametophyte bear male and female sex organ. The male sex organ, that is antheridia, and the female sex organ, that is archegonia. Okay, after that, when male and female fuse together, they form zygote. Okay, so we can say that gamete fusion result in zygote formation. Okay, and zygote develops into the dominant phase. Zygote develops into an embryo. Okay, clear? Children, if all the spores are similar kind in pteridophytes, so it is known as the homospores. Okay, but if they have different types of spore, then it is known as the heterosporous. Okay, example written here, that is Selaginella produce two kinds of spore, macro and microspore. So these are two different kinds, so these are known as the heterospores, and the plant is heterosporous. These macro and microspore develop into female and male gametophyte. Okay, now see, the female gametophyte retain on the sporophyte and it leads to the development of seed. Okay, we'll see the life cycle now first of all, then we discuss about the classes. See, this is the sporophyte. Okay, sporophyte, they have the microsporophyll and megasporophyll. This is the kind of leaf. In the leaf they produce the microsporangium and megasporangium. In the micro and megasporangium, the meiosis, that is a kind of cell division, takes place, and due to this division the spores are formed. Okay, the microspores that are formed from the microsporangium and the megaspores that are formed from the megasporangium. Okay, then this microspore form male gametophyte. Okay, whenever the microspore name will come, it represent the male, and whenever the megaspore name will come, then it represent the female. Okay, so the male gametophyte and female gametophyte are formed. Clear? So we can say that the sporophyte, that is 2n, and the gametophyte, that is n haploid. Okay, it is single n haploid, and the sporophyte, that is 2n diploid. So after that, the male gametophyte release the male gamete antheridium, and the female gametophyte release the female gamete, that is archegonium. Okay, then the antheridium release the anthrazoid, and archegonium release the egg. These anthrazoid and egg fuse together and they form zygote. Okay, anthrazoid, that is haploid n, and egg is also haploid n. So both are fused together to form a diploid 2n zygote. Okay, then zygote develops into embryo, and embryo will convert into the young sporophyte, then sporophyte. So this is the life cycle of pteridophytes. Okay children, clear about this? Now we see the classes. The pteridophytes have the four main classes. Number one, that is Psilopsida. Okay, example of the plant in this class, that is Xylotum or Xylotum, we can say that. Second class, that is Lycopsida, and the example come in this class, that is Selaginella. Third class, that is Sphenocida. In this, the example, that is Equisetum. fourth class of the pteridophytes is Pteropsida. And the example will come in this, that is Pteris. Okay, children, the chapter that is fully theory. Okay, in this chapter I can guide you, but you have to learn. Without learn, you cannot write in your exam. Okay, so learn. That is very important thing in this chapter, especially in this unit. Okay, this unit, they are fully theoretical. In this chapter you learn more and more. Okay, study more and more. After that you do the practice on the rough notebook. Okay, you learn the features of the uh, cryptogamy or phanerogamy. Then after that, just take a fine paper and write about that. Okay, if you do practice like this, then you can learn and you can write in your exam well. Okay, so this is about pteridophytes that we discussed today. I hope you have learned. So children, in this chapter we have completed the cryptogamy, in which the three plants are there: Thallophyta, that is algae, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Okay, so cryptogamy are finished here. Now in the next video we'll start the phanerogamy, in which gymnosperms and angiosperm both will discuss. Okay, and we also take live session on Google Meet very soon. The update of that live session will be shared in the 11th standard group. Okay, so thanks for your kind cooperation. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching the video.